Mr. President, I would like to congratulate Brazil on assuming the presidency of this session and wish you and all other P6 members success in your endeavors. I would also like to express our appreciation to the outgoing Belgian presidency. Mr. President, multiple challenges to global peace and security remind us of our collective responsibility to uphold the mandate of this conference. Its continued relevance is of utmost importance for all of us, and as a multilateral approach to security provides the best way to maintain international peace. Regretfully, the CD has not been able to overcome its long-standing stalemate and has failed to adopt a program of work by consensus. We do believe that strong political will is needed to bring CD back on track towards genuinely fulfilling its mandate assigned to it by the international community. Azerbaijan supports efforts aimed at preserving and further advancing general arms control, disarmament, and non-proliferation. We welcome the Russian-US agreement on the extension of the New START Treaty and hope that it will lead to broader efforts involving more countries and issues. For Azerbaijan, the Non-Proliferation Treaty is a backbone of the global regime for nuclear disarmament, non-proliferation, and use of nuclear energy for peaceful purposes, and we look forward to a successful outcome of the 10th NPT Review Conference. We reiterate our commitment to the implementation of all obligations undertaken during the previous conferences. By doing so, we will closely engage with all interested stakeholders, including through the Stockholm Initiative. In the same vein, Azerbaijan will join efforts in promoting universal adherence to the CTBT, and my delegation also reaffirms its commitments and obligations of Azerbaijan under the Biological and Chemical Weapons Conventions, and we view both of them as important pillars of the disarmament machinery. Mr. President, the trilateral statement signed by Azerbaijan, Armenia, and Russian Federation on 10 November 2020 has put an end to almost 3 decades-long armed conflict between Armenia and Azerbaijan and laid ground for bringing lasting peace and stability to the South Caucasus. We attach vital importance to full implementation of the statement for normalization of interstate relations between Azerbaijan and Armenia. Having restored its sovereignty over its internationally recognized territories, Azerbaijan has already embarked upon practical steps to eliminate harsh consequences of military occupation of its territories, with a view to enable safe and dignified return of all displaced population to their places of origin, and to restore peaceful life for all of its citizens affected by the conflict. Decades of the conflict left those territories heavily contaminated by landmines and unexploded ordnances, which is a serious obstacle for the ongoing rehabilitation efforts. Since signing of the trilateral statement, more than 70 people have died or were wounded as a result of mine explosion in the liberated territories. Refusal by Armenia to provide the maps of mined areas in accordance with its obligations under the international humanitarian law further complicates the situation on the ground and risks to increase casualties among the population. So, using this August platform, I would like to call on all members and observers of the CD to render technical and consultative assistance to Azerbaijan's mine action efforts. Mr. President, Azerbaijan will closely follow deliberations in the CD, and I express our confidence that under your leadership and guidance, it will be possible to bridge the differences that persist in the conference and to advance its crucial work. Thank you, Mr. President.